Hey, so I wanted to highlight something that you may have noticed in my videos. You'll notice that in the middle of my svalboard units here, right now, I have a vertical mouse. This is a 3M Renaissance mouse. It has a cord. It's an optical mouse with the little red light on the bottom of it. There you go, you can see it. I've had this thing forever and it works great for me. I use this in between data hand units back when I didn't have a mouse in my keyboard, right? Because svalboard added trackball pointing to the data hand platform. So I'm really fast with this in CAD. It makes me very comfortable. I've taken it off my desk at various times. I won't always have it here, and I'll just do everything with the trackballs. That also works great. But there's definitely moments when I want that like deep muscle memory of fast precision, moving, clicking, dragging, all of that when I'm in a CAD workflow, especially. So I keep it here. And the reason I'm sharing this is really just to encourage everyone to be gentle with themselves about transitions and about tools for different jobs. It's totally okay to have a different tool for CADing, for your pointing when you're doing CAD versus when you're doing productivity work. It's okay to have a different tool for gaming. It is all about figuring out the solution that's right for you. There is no solution that's right. There's only what's right for you. So along those lines, I would also really encourage people to explore gaze tracking technology. I would encourage people to explore modern voice technology and just utilities within the operating system or software that can be overlaid, which can help your productivity and just generally sort of reduce your workload and stress about your workload. The To touch on those three topic areas, Tobii makes a really cool single monitor focused eye tracking product called the Eye Tracker 5. I don't know what the version is right now. It costs $250. Great investment just to try it out if you have a single monitor workflow primarily, and if you think that gaze might be interesting to you. It can save you about 90% of your mouse movement by warping the cursor to where you're looking, either on command or automatically. And that's a big deal if you have a pointing heavy workflow. And if you earn your living typing and mousing and creating content, whatever it is, $250 is a drop in the bucket. Just do it. Try it. Buy one used. Find somebody who has one that you know. Try it out. See if it's cool for you, and go from there. In terms of speech, there are a lot of voice models out there that do incredible dictation, which is really cool. The explosion of neural network technology has given us just an incredible expansion in what's possible in that space. But in particular, I want to highlight Talon, which is essentially a one developer project on a freemium model. You can download and use the full version of it for free, and it gives you incredible fine-grained control of using sounds or speech for commands in the OS, for navigating, for text entry, for typing of all kinds. And the ecosystem around it is incredibly rich because it supports users who are everywhere from basically fully functional human beings with like every digit and muscle system functioning, all the way to folks who are really constrained in how they can move, or even really constrained in what sounds they can generate. So it has this huge range and a really diverse community around it that's created a ton of really cool configuration and tooling that you can use pretty much out of the box. And I think that's just such a wonderful thing. And I really encourage you, if you find that product useful, to support that developer. That person is making an incredible contribution to the community by focusing their life on developing that tool. So that's really awesome. One more thing that I want to touch on is a tool. This is kind of a simple one called Espanso, Espanso, which is just a macro expander. So it's a little daemon that sits in Windows, and if you, I don't know, it may run on Linux too. It's always watching for certain text strings, and it will auto replace those text strings with other things. So for example, I use it for emoji entry. That's actually my primary use case for it. But I've made a bunch of shortcuts for the emoji library so that I can give little emotes just by typing colon whatever. And it works in any application that takes text rather than being dependent on the emoji selection UI for that specific app. It's capable of a lot more impactful expansion stuff, like putting in whole blocks of text and creating, code structures that you might want to use in your code editor. Really sophisticated developers often use those things in much more complicated ways, and it's really, really cool. And again, it's a tiny little application that you can just run in the background and explore how it works for you. So check those things out. Tobii for gaze tracking, Talon for speech control and dictation, and Espanso for text expansion and macro usage. I really hope that this will encourage you to, one, be gentle with yourself. You don't have to like force yourself to use any given set of devices. You can keep using your old mouse. If you like mousing and it doesn't hurt you, go for it. But I want everyone to give some consideration to all the different modalities that you can use that may help reduce your workload and eliminate pain from RSI in your life. So thanks for listening, and come back soon. I'll have a lot more.